Hello and welcome to HT Auto. My name is Samir Contractor and we are in Vietnam for something very special. Now you may have heard of the Vietnamese coffee, but the industry here is thriving and leading that charge is VinGroup and VinFast. Its automotive arm is now coming to India. Telling us more about it is CEO Mr. Chow. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
My pleasure.
And in a very scenic moment that we have here, would like to know more about your plans for India. What does India mean for VinFast?
India means a lot for us because India is the most dynamic and growing automobile market.
Yeah.
In addition to the fact that it's the third largest automobile market in the world. So we have a lot of expectations and we have a lot of excitement when we start our operations in India.
We've also seen a lot of products. Your first models for India will be the VF7 and the VF6.
Yes.
Could you take us through a journey about why these models were selected specifically for launching in India?
We would like to launch VF7 in India because VF7 is the high-end product, and we would like to position VinFast itself as a premium car maker of the world.
Right.
So we want to start with VF7 first. We start with VF8 in the States and VF9 in the Philippines. So each market, we enter the market with different products.
Right. We've tested the models here very briefly at the factory, but we've also seen the setup, and it's a huge one. Now that you're coming to India with a facility there as well for manufacturing, tell us more about what we can come to expect. How will the models come to India? What's the roadmap going forward?
So the roadmap is that we are going to complete very soon the constructions of our factory, which is 50,000 capacity.
Right.
We are going to move to the second stage where in 1 or 2 years, 250,000 in capacity. And at the end of the journey, we will reach 300,000 capacity. That is the size of the production. And then certainly we are going to open a lot of workshops and a lot of sale points across India. We start taking the booking mid of June.
Right.
And then after that, we will do the test drive and announce the price. And we invite people to attend our grand opening for the factory. And with that, we start moving to deliver the car to any customer. So basically, you will get the car before the festive season begins.
You have been focusing on electric vehicles by and large. You had ICE vehicles earlier. What led to the transition at VinFast?
For us, we decided to move from ICE vehicle to e-vehicle and SUV vehicle very fast. We started the constructions of our factory in Hai Phong in 2017.
Right.
After 21 months, we completed the factory. And then after that, we started producing our ICE cars. And we decided that no, for the future of our children, we need to shift to EV car.
Right.
And from the EV car, we start building from the EV car, we start building different product of our lineup. And hopefully next year we can have other model to launch in Indian market.
So will the product strategy also include your smaller models from the VinFast global lineup, the VF3, the VF34 that you showcased also
certainly,
at Bharat Mobility?
Yes, certainly.
Now that you were here at Bharat Mobility earlier this year, how was the response then?
The response is extremely positive, and it's very much well received. I'm very happy, and people keep asking for booking, but I said that the factory is not ready, so please wait. So we have high expectation on Indian market and our products.
I also have to ask you that obviously, you have a lot of Indian players in the electric vehicle space as
Correct.
well. You will be coming into a highly competitive segment.
That
There's
is
India's Tata, which is very equivalent of what VinGroup is in Vietnam. And there's also Mahindra. Again, larger conglomerates with multiple businesses, much like VinGroup.
Correct.
We can see the parallels there. So how do you see VinGroup's entry into India? Tell us more about that.
We enter into India with our mission. We believe that is a devotion mission, with a compassion mission, with the missions to make India greener and greener, to save a better planet for our future children.
Right.
That's why we come in with strong determination, with the full ecosystem of VinFast, which is comprised of charging point, network development, third-party workshops, and we also with the taxi in order to educate people how to use the EV car
Right.
and how benefit it is. And we also want to, we also bring in a Green Future company, which will be in charge of leasing out the car and
Okay.
buying back all the second-hand VinFast cars. So with that whole ecosystem, we show our long-term commitment in India. And in addition to the ecosystem of VinFast, we also want to build the whole ecosystem of VinGroup.
Right.
And in VinGroup, we want to build the whole township like this one.
Right.
Here in Vietnam, we own 30 townships of this size with a different location in Vietnam. And we also want to build in this township the hospital, because
Right.
we own Vin Hospital, and we call VinMec.
Yes.
We also want to build Vin School, and we also want to build resources, resorts,
Right.
like the one you stay in Ha Long Bay,
Yeah.
which
VinPearl, yes.
come from VinPearl.
Yes.
So a whole ecosystem of VinHome, of VinSmart, of VinSchool, of VinMec, of VinPearl, and of VinEnergo, all this will come together.
Right. You've also entered a lot of markets, the US and Canada being one of the most developed markets from an auto sector perspective. Initial reviews weren't that great for the VF8 when it went there.
Right.
How have you tried to combat that? And for the Indian market, how are you assuring that the products are trouble-free from the get-go?
We have tested the water already 2 times. One during our clinic, car clinic, okay,
Right.
and secondly during
In India,
mobility.
yes. Right.
Yes.
Right.
So car clinic is in September, October last year,
Right.
and mobility early this year. So also that the response is very positive. So we think that we are welcome because we have very good product, because we have excellent after sale policy and services, and number 3, we have affordable price. We will announce the price very soon, and you will see. But in addition to that, we bring it to the whole ecosystem.
Right.
And most importantly, we have a narrative before this, which is we make India greener and greener.
Incredible, incredible. And I'm really looking forward to seeing these cars on Indian roads. We have the reviews going up for the VF6 and VF7 very, very soon. Please make sure to check that out on the YouTube channel. Moving on to other aspects of your India entry, I have to ask you, what's next in terms of developing products specifically for India? We've seen that with other manufacturers who tend to develop products that are India-centric.
Yes.
Do we see that happening? And,
Of course. We will increase the localization.
Right.
We try to increase the features that meet the Indian requirement in order to make sure that our car is very Indian centric.
Right.
In order to satisfy the demand of the customers. So we focus a lot of things like the cooling system, like a sunroof. For
Right.
our VF7, we have edge-to-edge sunroof. It's beautiful, and we have a very good surrounding system. Yeah, all these kind of things I know that Indian customers do care to and do attend to. That's why we try to equip all this in our car.
What do we see next in terms of your immediate products? 2 products coming in this year, I believe.
Yes.
The VF6 and the VF7. What's next in 2026?
And after this year, 2025, 2026, suddenly we will bring in VF3 for the mass consumers.
Right.
And next that, I think that we have a number of choices. We are still in the process of consideration.
So I have to ask you what the new role means for you and what it means to be at VinFast India.
A new role means a lot to me because this is a new chapter in my life, my second part of the life. I have close 40 years of political and diplomatic services. I'm very happy. Then my last posting was in India.
Right.
And now when I close my last chapter of my my previous career, I move to the new chapter with the VinFast and then with VinGroup, and I started again in India. So this is a continuation of my karma and my destiny associated with India. Yes.
And so we are glad to have you there and looking forward to driving these cars on the Indian roads and testing them out in the real world. I'm sure there is plenty more to offer for you as well.
Thank you very much. I hope that you enjoy driving the car. You love the car because of its quality, because of its high after-sale policy, because of its high service, because of the third-party workshop, because of the very competitive and affordable price. And most importantly, when you drive an EV car, please remember that you are planting a tree.
Right.
Yes, you are planting a tree. So if you drive more EV car, you plant a lot of trees. You reduce the carbon emissions, and you save this planet for our future generation.
And I'm glad that happens. Now that you mentioned that, I have to ask you: are you adaptive to new technologies as well? If there's hydrogen fuel cell technology coming in, would that be something VinFast would be open to?
Our goal is to make the future greener and greener. That's why we are open to any options and any possibility. And we only define ourselves as a startup company.
Right.
So as a startup company, we are very flexible. We need to move fast, we need to act fast, we need to change the policy if that policy is no longer relevant.
Right.
And then in order to be able to catch up with the upward trend, in order to serve our customers better and better.
So on that note, I have to say that I mean, evolution is the name of the game, and I'm glad VinFast is doing that so well.
Thank
So,
you.
looking forward to what more you have in store, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much
And,
for coming down.
Very, very happy to be in Vietnam. It's one of the beautiful countries
Thank
that I
you.
think everybody should experience at some point.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much.